Could Michael Keaton be returning as Batman? Let's discuss. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
It's a me,
Dario!
Woohoo! Let's go!
All right, so we're going to go into a little bit of speculation here, and, well, also about other stuff. But before I get into that, let me just give you a quick reminder that you can listen to the podcast in the iHeartRadio app. Just type in The Show Presents Super Dario World, or you can find it on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube as Super Dario World Podcast. If you want to find my podcast in Spanish, you can do it on iTunes as Super Dario World en Español. Now, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me on Instagram at Dario the Show. This is a way for you to contact me. And actually, the reason why I'm going to talk about the thing that I'm going to talk about today is because a listener sent me a message really excited about a bit of news that came down. It's not really news, it's more of a rumor. And by more of a rumor, I mean it's 100% a rumor. And it actually started quite a while back. Now, I remember a few months ago when Robert Pattinson was confirmed to play the new Batman, there were some rumors going around that maybe he wasn't going to be playing Bruce Wayne, that maybe he would be playing Terry McGinnis. Now, for those of you who don't know, Terry McGinnis plays Batman in the Batman Beyond animated TV show. It was actually a pretty good show. I really liked it. And basically, it's about this kid in the future of Gotham who stumbles into the Batcave, and he kind of stumbles into Bruce Wayne, and Bruce Wayne becomes his mentor as he becomes the new Batman. So he starts fighting villains in the future, basically. But Bruce Wayne is still a part of it. He's just plays now the older, crabby role of he's like a mean Alfred, and that's actually something that I've always found really funny. Bruce Wayne grew up, being coddled by Alfred. He always had somebody there supporting him. He was just like somebody, not a shoulder to cry on, but yeah, pretty much. Somebody who raised him, mentored him, fathered him. While Terry McGinnis got Bruce Wayne, who is a total a-hole. Anyway, so rumors started flying about that maybe the new Batman is going to be about Terry McGinnis. It's going to be Batman Beyond. And it's possible that Michael Keaton, since he's way older now, by the way, Michael Keaton, you may remember him from the original Batman movie, the Tim Burton one, and Batman Returns. So they start throwing about the possibility of maybe Michael Keaton returning and playing Bruce Wayne, the older version, while Robert Pattinson would be a better Terry McGinnis. Now, I thought there was a little bit of weight to this, except for the fact that in IMDb, which is the Internet Movie Database, it does specifically say that Robert Pattinson will be playing Bruce Wayne. Not just the Batman, but Bruce Wayne. So, they could be wrong, they could be lying, it could be misdirection. However, I doubt it. I doubt that they would have gone down that road, or it would be this far down the road without news of Michael Keaton's casting being announced yet. I don't think they would even start considering a script like that unless they knew they had Michael Keaton to pen down already, that they had him confirmed that he would be a part of the movie. Now, what I think this is, because this is making the news now. I don't know why. I honestly have no idea why. It was just rumors that people talked about months ago. It was a theory that came out because everybody was kind of down on the idea of Pattinson being Batman, but they started thinking about it. It's like, oh, maybe Terry McGinnis, blah, blah. And so it was just a theory that people threw around. Now, for some reason, it picked up steam, and it's actually on a major outlet. Like, I actually found this on Yahoo. It's a news article now. So, what are the odds of this happening? And this is going to be all pretty much speculation on my part, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I do not work for DC. I do not work for any of these people. This is all speculation. But I kind of understand how the movie industry works. Now, if I have to make a guess, the article itself says that it's just a whole bunch of rumors that are making the rounds, which is true. But why are they making the rounds now? If I have to guess, because they made the rounds months ago, why are they coming back? If I have to guess, most people in the industry, or in most industries, they like to put out feelers. They kind of test the waters out there, see what's going on. And if I have to guess, I think that what happened here is that DC or somebody in the Michael Keaton camp put out feelers about what are the odds of this. Honestly, I think it's more DC than anything else. What are the odds of this being something that people would be interested? Because it made buzz before. So if they, after the feelers, if they see that there's excitement for the project, I don't think it would be on this Batman project, the one with Robert Pattinson, but it could plant the seeds for a future project with Batman. Right now, I mentioned this before. The DC cinematic universe is complete chaos. You got the Joker movie, which is a solo movie, the Batman movie, which since it's not Ben Affleck anymore, it's not really going to make sense with the rest of the Justice League stuff because Bruce Wayne there was way older. Ben Affleck played the way older Batman. Now he's going to be a younger one. It's weird, all right? It could be just, retelling of the story of how Robert Pattinson became Batman. I don't know. But it's confusing. The point is, it's very confusing the way it is right now. Suicide Squad is getting a sequel, which is insane. It's in shambles. They have good movies there. Aquaman was decent. It was cheesy and enjoyable. Shazam was cheesy and enjoyable as well. I like Batman v Superman, the extended edition. Don't get me wrong. You have to watch the extended edition. That one is rated R. It's way better. And I actually enjoyed Man of Steel. I remember walking out of the theater after watching Man of Steel. And I heard a lot of people complaining, being like, oh man, I think it was just too much action. It's like, are you kidding me? That's usually the complaint you get from Superman movies, that they don't have enough action. What is wrong with you? Anyway, so the point is, they do have some good movies there, but the universe as a whole is kind of in shambles. They need to pick a direction, or they need to set something in stone. They need to do something. So, planning out a project for a Batman Beyond, maybe just a solo movie or a trilogy of movies or a new franchise there is not that crazy, especially because they could pretend that it's continuing the original movies. I wouldn't really do that. There's a few issues there, but it could be done because it's the point is not completely insane. It could be its own solo thing, kind of like Logan was its own solo thing. Kind of like the Joker movie was its own solo thing. So this one could be viable, again, in the future. So I think it's pretty much just DC putting out feelers. On the other hand, right now, DC has kind of been focusing on the storyline where Batman, I don't know if this, no, I don't think it's a spoiler because it's canon now. Batman has a son. There's a storyline where Batman has a son. It's called Damian Drake, and they've kind of been focusing on that storyline. And Terry McGinnis doesn't really have a role there. It's a different universe, completely different. It's its own thing. So it's possible. Is it probable? Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I think it could be a probable thing. I think it would make a lot of money. I think it makes a lot of sense. The only thing is, can they get the key here is, can they get Michael Keaton back? Would Michael Keaton even want to return? Right now he's technically a part of the MCU, even though he's not, because it's technically a part of the Spider-Verse. That thing's still a mess. But I think that if they offer him enough money, he'll do it. And Batman movies are usually very successful. And if they ask him, I'm pretty sure that he's going to give you the answer that every single actor gives when they ask him if they'll return to a role. And unless it's even Harry Potter did it. So the answer that he'll most probably give is, it depends on the script. Honestly, I need to see a script and I need to see the plan. And if it fits and it seems like a good idea, I'll do it. So it's not completely dead yet, but I don't know. I wouldn't get my hopes up, is what I'm saying. It's possible. It's unlikely that it'll be for the next Batman movie, but it is still possible for the future for them to realize, hey, people want this. We could make money here. Apparently, it was a popular show. We should focus on it. So, especially because, again, Michael Keaton is the appropriate age right now. And so, it would, honestly, I think it'd be a good idea. It would be something smart they could do that would really not affect the DC cinematic universe. So, honestly, if I were them, I would be seriously looking into, getting Michael Keaton signed on to this project. Well, first getting somebody to write the script, and then getting Michael Keaton signed into this project, because it's something that DC needs right now, and something that's working and that they could build upon, because they could just focus on other stuff for the future right there. They could just make their own separate universe, and they can bring other stuff, and it would be separate from the DCCU. But they're not asking me, so who knows? Anyway, I think that's it for today. I got to keep it short. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the closet in my apartment broke, and coincidentally, the only time that they can go in there and fix it is when nobody else is there, so I got to get out of here. Anyway, so as always, thank you for listening. Any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.